welcome to my channel. I am Cindy Therese, and this is the first video that will be uploaded onto my channel. I'm excited to start this journey with you guys, and I can't wait to show you all of the hairstyles and fun ideas that I have planned for my channel. So let's just get into it. This style that I have done will be the one that I'm showing you how to do today. It took me about 6 hours only because I watch TV when I'm doing my hair. But if I don't, it would have taken me about, I would say 3.5 to 4. Just because I still like to take my time. Now, as you can see in the hair, you are going to see a lot of the base. And that is okay because this style is meant to be distressed. So don't try to make it perfect. Don't try to have all the hair covered up because it's meant to look messy. Locks are meant to be messy. Well, distressed locks are meant to be messy. So don't stress about that. Now I will show you guys the hair that I use. So first, as the base of your lock, you will be using Shake and Go Cuban Twist 24-inch hair. Now this hair is pretty coarse. It looks like this when it comes in the pack. This hair will give you about 15 to 20 locks, so it will take you a long way. I only used 3 packs. I bought 3 and only used 2.5. This is what I had left over. So 2 packs gave me all of these locks here in my head. So it will take you a long way. You can buy this hair at your local beauty supply. It was, I think, about $7 per pack. And the hair that I used to wrap around the lock, to actually make the lock, because you will be hand making this entire lock. Yeah. So the second thing that I use is the FREETRESS WATERWAVE 22-inch hair. I'm pretty sure most of you guys have heard about this because this hair is forever being sold out everywhere. So you should be able to get this style or this hair at your local beauty supply. They haven't been selling out that much lately, but before COVID or beginning stages of COVID, this hair was literally nowhere to be found. I used 5 packs of this hair. I used 5, and that was including me taking the hair out and cutting it in half just to fill in some spots. So this hair will take you quite a long way too. So don't stress about if you don't have enough hair or not. If you feel like you will run out of hair, just always make sure to buy 1 or 2 packs of hair. That's what I always do. I ended up buying 7 and only using 5. So it will always be fine if you have some left over. So even if you want to redo some of them, fix them, touch them up, you'll have the hair already. So the gel that I use for my roots, my hair, everything, I use the Shine and Jam conditioning gel. I will say that if you have this in the red bottle or the red cap, you can use that too. But I will tell you that I feel like you should not use too much, because when I just feel as if when you use gels that are really, really thick, it will flake up no matter what. So always be cautious if you're using that red cap. But this yellow cap will always do me justice because I just love it. Y'all, when I tell y'all I was literally at the bottom of my gel, my last few rows, I was struggling. I thought I was really gonna run out, and I do not have time to drive 30 minutes to my beauty supply to go buy another one of these. So that is all the products that I used for my hair. If you have any questions, make sure to comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. And if you do try this hairstyle, I would love to see how you did. So either tag me on Instagram or just down below, send me a message, send me a DM. Can you do that on YouTube? I don't know, but if you can, send me a message. And without further ado, let's get into the video.
Okay guys, so right here I am just parting and plaiting my hair. I will say, when you're doing this part, make sure you are plaiting your hair pretty tight so your lock won't look too loose. It'll still look fresh. This is where I was trying to at least make my parts look semi-decent, But if you don't really care and you want to go for the free part look, it won't take you as long as it took me to part your hair. Also, when doing this, you don't necessarily need to plait your hair all the way down. You can really stop after like 5 loops if you want to. So now we are starting to add the hair into the lock. So I will say, when you're doing this and you grab the coarse hair, I like to stretch it out just to make it a little bit longer. Even though when you're wrapping around it, you will tend to semi stretch it, but this just gives it a little bit more of a stretch. Now I do not know why I was struggling so hard to put that hook down and pull the hair through, but I finally got it. So with this step, you can pull your hair, the coarse hair, halfway down to where it's even, or you can leave it to where one side is shorter than the other, so you will have a little bit more length to your lock, even though it is 24 inches. With your WATERWAVE hair, you're going to want to fluff it out. I know I didn't really show it in this clip, but I should show it later in the video. You're going to want to fluff it out to where it's not so tightly coiled, and it'll give it a little bit more of a distressed look when it's more fluffed out. I have slowed this part down for you guys. So when you're wrapping, as you can see, my thumb is holding it so it'll stay tight, and when you do that and hold it as you wrap it around, it won't look like you're just twisting it. It'll actually form a lock look. So I will say at the root, I will twist around 4, 5, or 6 times really tightly before you start wrapping it pretty loosely. Also, you're going to want to fluff it out as you're wrapping, because when you're wrapping tightly, the hair does tend to coil back up to its natural state. So you're going to want to fluff it out so it'll keep your distressed look. Now you're going to see me wrap pretty loosely around 3 to 4 times, and then I'm going to pull it a little bit tighter just so it won't be so loose, because especially at the top, you don't want your lock too loose or it just won't really be secure. So you still want to kind of pull it tight. Even though you're going for a distressed look, you still want to semi pull so your hair is still locked down and it'll stay in place. Now once you finish that part, you're really just wrapping all the way down. This is where the easy part is. This style is really the easiest style you could do on yourself. Once you start wrapping, you're going to want to, the distressed look is going to show up because the hair will just automatically do it if you're not pulling too tight. Once you get to the end of that hair, you're going to want to pull. That's where you're going to start pulling tight again like you did at the root. So the hair will stay in place and it'll lock up. And then you're going to rub your hands twice as if you're trying to heat up your hands, if that makes any sense. And once you do that, the lock should be in place. Now I'm going to show you right here how I add the second piece of hair in it. I know the lock looks pretty stiff right now, but once you finish your lock, once you fully complete it, you can mess with it and play with it around so it'll flow around, if that makes any sense. Now right here, I just take the end. I hold one end pretty close. I hold it with the hair that I'm wrapping, and I just start wrapping tight as if I did at the root. And once you do that, your extra pieces of hair should stay in place and it should be on there. So I wrap that around about a good 4 to 5 times, and you're going to see me fluff it out as I go. And then I will start pulling loose. I will show me doing that part again within the other 2 locks, but if you don't really get it, you should and get the gist of it, because once you get it, it's the easiest thing you could ever do. A tip I will give you guys is keep fluffing your hair as you're wrapping and hold your thumb on it, because if you don't hold your thumb while you're wrapping, your hair will just look like you're twisting it, and you don't want it to do that, because then it's just going to look like you're twisting the hair around and it's not going to look like a lock. So fluffing and holding it will give you that lock look. Now I've just added the third piece of hair, and I'm holding it in my mouth because that's just what helps me when it gets to the long part. So with this last piece, you definitely want it to be in place. So when you start wrapping it, wrap it tight, then you can go loose. And then when you get to the end of that hair, end of the wrapping hair, you are going to wrap really, really tightly, and you're going to go back up. So you're going to pull really tight, and then you're going to start wrapping back up, and that will help the hair lock up as well. And once you do that, the hair will be in place, and then you're going to see me rub my hands together as if I'm trying to warm them up. Now I know I did not end up showing how long my locks are. They are right at my waist. So when you're wrapping, you can check each lock before you finish to make sure that they're all the same length. Although my back hairs, like the back ones, are a little bit longer, so I kind of gave myself a layered look for the front. So right here, I am wrapping really, really tightly 4 or 5 times and fluffing as I go. And then I'm going to start wrapping pretty loosely, and then you're going to see me pull it a little, tighten it. And you do see the base hair sticking out a little bit, but like as I said in the intro, that is a-okay, because you do want this look to be distressed. So once again, you pull the hair, one side really long, the other side pretty short. You hold the short end with the base hair that you're wrapping around, and you just start wrapping. And your second piece of hair will be in. Now I did go through off camera and add some more WATERWAVE hair inside of my locks because I noticed that there were bigger spaces of base hair than I liked. So you see me cut right here, and you can cut the WATERWAVE hair in half for the end pieces. Like, you do not need to add a full piece of hair. So cutting the WATERWAVE hair in half will help you save a lot of hair, because cutting it in half can help you fix the length of 2 locks, maybe 3. So right here, I'm wrapping really tight at the end, and I am wrapping back up as I go, which will help secure that lock at the end. Now, I will say with this WATERWAVE hair, I like how soft and slippery it is, because you can fix the length of your hair. If one is too long and the other is too short, you can either pull the too short one, or you can pull the longer one up to get it to the length of the shorter one. Now I am just going to let the rest of the video play out, and I will come back in at the end and tell you guys what I'm doing. I did do my edges off camera. So I did that, and now I'm putting the mousse on. The mousse I use, I will put the name of it in the video because I forgot to show you guys at the beginning. But after I did all of that, I went through and I cut the ends off. And to help secure the locks, I did go in and boil the ends just because I feel like that was just going to help it stay a little bit longer. That is all with this video. I hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.